For the 6th time this season, the NRUK Cup Series goes green and goes racing today in the Lone Star State of Texas for the running of the Tesco 434 laps around Texas for what could be a very good race. An interesting one, nevertheless, as the cars take to the track once again this season. It's been a good year so far. Seen 5 different winners. Can we make that 6 today? Or do we see our first repeat winner this season? A lot of more interesting storylines coming into today's event once more. And thank you for all joining us on the NRUK Cup Series kind of train. And, welcome aboard and welcome to the channel once more. Without further ado, let's get into your starting lineup. And on the pole, how about this? Jeff Bright in the 9 car won this event last season. He dominated this event last season, to be honest. And Jeff continues a good streak here at Texas. He desperately needs a good result today to boost his points standings. He starts on pole to his outside Riley Spurleytube, looking for win numero 2 on the season. It's a Chip Ganassi row 2 sweep. Nathan Stapleton and Joe Rutkowski start there. And on row 3, Mac Johnson starts alongside Daytona 500 champion Cody Smart. On the next row, Max Rossi, who is, consistent as ever. He's alongside Colton Yo on row 5. Evan Hunter, last week's winner, and now the points leader as well for Joe Gibbs Racing. Starts alongside reigning series champion Nonigan Scott. Towards behind them, we have Akira Saito for EKH Enterprises. Keegan Thompson, who's seen Rockingham this year. Only one real shock in qualifying. This wasn't actually a failure. Instead, it was Eli Bright. That car was really not dialed into the track, so hopefully they've got a better race setup for this car, because it was, it was lost by quite some way. So Eli's got him, got a tough task on his hand to work himself up from the back to the front today. More storylines. NS Racing making their first ever NRUK Cup Series start. Noah Clifton goes for the 97 Powerade Chevrolet Camaro. Can they grab a good result on their first ever race? Go through the rest of the field. Poor efforts from Mathis Wells in qualifying. Brandon Beard as well. Same for Logan Williams and some others. But once again, it's all to remain unknown in today's race. Jeff Bright on the front row with Riley Spurleytube. But it could be anyone's race today. 34 laps then at Texas. This one should be a fun one. Pace car will make the switch down pit lane. Here we go. 9 and 10 car. Bring them to the start-finish line. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Texas. Decent enough start from Jeff Bright here then on lap number 1. Follows through on the inside lane. The preferred line of this racetrack. Can Jeff keep out in front, or can Joe Rutkowski mount a challenge down the backstretch? In turns 3 and 4 for the first time today. Rutkowski up the racetrack. Here comes Mac Johnson for Stuart Haas Racing. Along on the inside, help from Max Rossi and Evan Hunter. Rossi and Hunter locked in an incredible points duel at the top. And the caution's out already. Caution is out, and it's Felix Janssen and Alex Fletcher. Caution out on lap number 1. I think are they gonna race back, or did the caution come out before the start finish line? Looks like the 9 car of Jeff Bright is racing back. A few of the others aren't going as quick, maybe adhering to the caution flag rules, but Bright will be the leader. But Alex Fletcher, man, cannot get a break for Joe Gibbs Racing at the moment. This will be another wreck out for him, and his chances at making the NRUK Cup Series chase already look very slim. It was Felix Janssen, the other driver, caught up on the back end of that one. The first caution of the day is out here on lap number 3. Let's go take a look and see how it happened. And it was just 4 wide on lap 1 that really caused this wreck. Brett Sirra and Brandon Beal on the inside for MBM Motorsports and Rickware Racing respectively. Alex Fletcher stuck in the middle. Felix Janssen caught up high. Here you can see them racing through turns 3 and 4. And it just doesn't work. 4 wide never works. They pinch together there. And 20 kind of Doors up into the 17. They get the worst of it. And there goes the 20 right back into the wall. Destroys the back end of his Sports Clips racing car. Janssen also caught up. I don't know how bad the damage will be for him. Let's see. It could affect his pace. Fletcher for sure will be, if not out of the race, if not a lap down, and definitely a slow car. That is just hard racing on lap number 1. That's the way it goes sometimes. First caution today is out on the first lap of this one. Jeff Bright continues to be your leader out in front. We will be restarting then on lap number 7. Alex Fletcher still in the race, but a lap down, and his car does have damage. So he'll be a lap car for sure, and that's going to cause a lot of problems for the guys at the front. Brandon Beal also came down pit lane with damage on his Rick Ware Racing Ford Mustang. So he'll be slow as well. He came down to fix a few issues on his car too. Top 10 is as followed at this early stage. Jeff Bright leads. Mac Johnson and Max Rossi, the Stuart Haas cars, follow him. Then we have Joe Rakowski, Evan Hunter, Riley Spurley-Tube, Nathan Stapleton. Kira Saito having a great run in the top 10 here. Cody Smart and Colton Yo. That is the top 10 right now. Mitchell Collins having another good day in the 36. Doing a nice job as well. We've only had kind of one lap of green flag racing here, so still a lot to figure out during this race. Can Bright reel off another dominant Texas victory? We're about to find out. Mac Johnson would love to get back to NRUK victory today. Max Rossi would love to get there for the first time in his NRUK Cup Series career. Pace car down pit lane. Jeff Bright at the top of the field. Green flag is back out and we're racing once again. Bright got a good start, but so did Mac Johnson in the 4 car. He was wide awake to the situation and did not let that 9 car get a good advantage going off into 2. Now will he drop low? He will. Here comes Mac Johnson in the 4 car. Sponsored by the Hump Brothers Pizza Company. To the inside. Can he clear Jeff on the high side? He will. Mac leads, but Jarakowski also got a nice run through the turn. Can he pull out on the 4 Mac Johnson? Remember, these two have had, afters. After rocking him, the 4 car turned the 1 car down the racetrack. It ended Rutkowski's day. And Joe wasn't best pleased at the Stuart Haas guys. That was the second year in a row that he got dumped at Rockingham by one of their drivers. Is he going to decide to voice his displeasure here? As he's sandwiched in between 2 of them right now? Or is he going to remain calm and let this race unfold naturally? Mac out in front. Teammate Rossi's going to get to second place. He's got his main rival and points leader Evan Hunter on the inside. Stapleton making some good progress at this point as well. Battle is for second. That's the key place. And Evan Hunter may look to go 3 wide here. Trying to make some moves. Most importantly, trying to defend his points lead in the series. They'll kind of file, kind of go single file into turn 2. Maybe that's what they have to do. Maybe they have to work together to catch the leader. Stuart Haas, though, dominating once again. They had another one of their cars win this race last year. It was the 10. That time, though, it was driven by William Seaman. Today, the car piloted by Riley Spurley-Tube instead. But they're just such a powerhouse organisation, Stuart Haas Racing have been the team to beat pretty much most weeks. In or out, they have a car, at least one at the front. Great selection of drivers and a great setup there by Tony Stewart and Gene Haas. And 3 wide move for 4th. Look at that. Jeff Bright making a big money moves to the inside lane in a Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Nice move from Jeff, your pole sitter, trying to work his way back up into the picture here. Meanwhile, at the front, we might have a change for the lead here. Max Rossi trying to get the inside of Mac Johnson. He'll pull alongside his teammate down the backstretch. Stapleton looking to gain in 3rd place. Trying to wait in the wings. And he will clear him. Max Rossi to the point at Texas, and he is your new leader. And a caution out again. Caution is out. Someone has strolled across the racetrack, and the big one has happened. The big one at Texas. Logan Williams is upside down. He's been hit late on, and everyone's piled in this one. Zachary DeLello involved. Brett Sirra. Riley Snares, awful season continues. There's Anderson Reed and a whole lot of guys. Eli Bright, Peter Willey, Carter Joey, and a big one has struck. There's Kyle Hunter. Logan Williams down pit lane after flipping over late on. These guys are going to have to slow down as they approach the slow cars. Nathan Stapleton's the leader, so he pits Max Rossi back to the line there. And these guys have got to be careful. Rossi runs into the back of Janssen. Oh, Max Rossi runs straight into the back of Felix Janssen. Is that going to cause big damage to his car? Well, well, well. Trauma off the wreck as well. Look at JJ Reed's car will turn up. Trey Barto. A lot of cars caught up in this wreck. And a second caution today is out. Let's go see how the big one has happened. A whole cluster of cars here caused the big one. Of the day here at Texas, and actually involves JJ Reed and Keegan Thompson to start off with. William Duncan also involved here. See, the 48 kind of pinches the 47 up into the 21. That sends the 47 around and just clogs up the track. Colton Yo gets involved. There's Trey Barto getting damaged. Then Barto gets hit by Fitzwater, and he's just a block in the track at that point. Logan Williams piles in. Tim Gary, Eli Bright, Code Red involved. And look at just all these drivers piling into it. Alex Fletcher gets more damage, and then right at the end, the 77 gets a tumbling hit from Peter Williott, sends him over onto his roof. Gonna go on board now with the 43 of Trey Barto. Had a good opening 4 weeks. The last 2 weeks, though, not as fortunate, and he's caught up in his first kind of accident of the year here. See nothing that the 43 of Trey Barto could do. Now we're going to go on board with our Chevy Goods in-car camera. Eli Bright had to work his way up through the back. He was doing a nice job. Now he has got some damage here and will be off the pace. Tough break for the 88 team. Here's our Chevy Goods on-board camera. See, everyone just sort of just piled in there right at a sudden at the end. Caused a big old wreck, and that's going to take out probably a lot of cars and a lot of guys out of this race for sure. Second caution of the day is out. I don't know who the leader is. Maybe Nathan Stapleton, I think it was. Caution is out at Texas. Also want to preview this moment here. Max Rossi, after the caution flag had come out, he just never slowed down. Look, kept on going. Slowed down a bit there. By that time, it was too late and just run straight into the back of Felix Janssen. I don't know what was going through Rossi's head there, but has that cost him another opportunity at an NRUK Cup Series victory? Very controversial stuff there. Nathan Stapleton will be the leader when we come back to the restart. We will be restarting on lap 18, halfway through this event already. Out from the race, Alex Fletcher is now done for sure. Brandon Beal out in that 51. The 6 of Brett Sirra is done. Logan Williams is 3 laps down despite flipping. He is still running. Peter Willey is out, so is JJ Reed. Look at the repair job on Riley Snare's car. Big damage on the RCR8. Not sure about Anderson Reed or Zachary DeLello either, and they're both still in the race, but massive body modifications on their car. And anyone behind Justin Seidel is probably snookered. They're stuck behind this slow train of cars, and their chances of winning the race are now looking very minimal. Race leader then is Nathan Stapleton. We're going to have to see how bad the damage to the 41 car is after the kind of in-caution incident. Back underway, though, at Texas. And Staple did not get a good restart there. Couldn't get on it as early as the likes of Max Rossi could. But Rossi will lose second, I think, here to teammate Matt Johnson very quickly. Can Johnson get back up towards the front? Cody Smart gets the inside of Jeff Bright. Coming off of turn number 2. Rutkowski on the inside. So is Riley Spurley-Tube. See William Seaman there in the background. And Lonergan Scott just kind of biding their time. 3 wide off the turn there. Very dicey stuff there. I mean, 4 wide definitely doesn't work. Even at 3 wide, though, they do get very aggressive and very racy. So, look out for that. When we exit turn number 4, most laps, Stapleton has managed to retain his lead. He's another guy still, searching for a first career victory. Despite making the Final 4 last season, he never actually won. Staple's going to look to do that and end that bad spell today. Cody Smart battling for second with Matt Johnson. These two Ford Mustangs look good as Evan Hunter forces a JGR train through on the inside. Him and William Seaman making some nice progress. Seaman also won at this racetrack in the chase race a year ago. So he could be a hot contender when it comes to the end of this thing. But some new names coming up towards the front. Here's Lonergan Scott, Mitchell Collins, Roman Fenway, Dupain, Zidell. A few others kind of in this lead group here. The lead group is probably at about 16. So 16 cars realistically have a shot at this race, but the 42 has absolutely gapped Cody Smart and Matt Johnson at the moment. Great job from Nathan Stapleton. The other guys behind him will be banking on caution, probably coming out to, kind of affect the 42's progress. Of course, we do have slow cars as well. The likes of Reed and Snare right off the pace. Massive damage to their race cars. Definitely not ideal for their race teams. Meanwhile, good battle going for second here. Cody Smart and Matt Johnson have exchanged these positions a few times on this lap. Mack who's prevailing at the moment, but Smart is not going to give up without a fight. But look at the run that William Seaman got through the tri-oval. Good job from the 19. Maybe coming up to the front when it counts, using this stuff up when it matters most. Down the backstretch they go on lap number 23. Stapleton led every lap since the last restart. These two have been duking it out for second and will continue to do that because Cody Smart has got to the inside again. And he's going to look to pass the 4 car and potentially clear him this time by. He's going to get the help from William Seaman. I think that will help Smart out a lot here in the 12. Bidding to become our first repeat winner of the season, your Daytona 500 champion is. He's going to have to do a really good job to catch Nathan Stapleton, who's controlling the field absolutely wonderfully here. And Smart's going to get past for second anyway by the 19 and William Seaman. Rutkowski working his way up into it. And the Monster Energy 1 car. Roman Fenway, where's that 2 car come from? I haven't talked about him all day. Now he's up here inside the top 5. Evan Hunter, a big move from top to bottom. We saw him pull a similar one at Auto Club that earned him the win last time. Nice move there from Evan. And the gap is about 3/10. And Stapleton will love the fact that Joe Rutkowski, his teammate, is potentially going to be battling the 19 here in a short while. Can they cut the gap down to the 42? What will Staples' teammate Joe do in that 1 car? Still a lot to find out here. And a lot of good runs going. Look at Justin Zidell inside the top 10 for Front Row Motorsports again. They're having a wonderful time of it at the moment, their team is. Nice job from Justin. They cut the gap down slightly this time, but not by enough. Not by as much as they wanted to. But now as they get this 3-car tandem going behind them, Seaman, Rutkowski and Fenway working together to catch your leader. And they will catch him, I think, this lap. But Rutkowski's had enough. He wants second place. He says the time to move is now for him. They did cut the gap down that time again, but it was only minimal. And I think they're going to run out of laps to catch Nathan Stapleton. Caution will have to come out shortly, so we have a late race restart. If not, this race will be over. First lap car is Anderson Reed. I don't think they're going to catch him before this race ends, but you can never say never with lappers. Second place will go to Rutkowski, but Stapleton is probably going to bridge the gap. He will. Stapleton doing a nice job, and Rutkowski disrupting the 19's progress might have handed a win to his teammate. Remember, Joe's already got a win this season when he won at Kansas. Can he try to gift his teammate a win here at Texas? William Seaman made a great move from top to bottom to pass Roman Fenway for third place. He's got teammate Evan Hunter waiting behind him. Jeff Bright lurking onside the cusp of the top 5. Justin Zidell is absolutely killing it in the 34 at the moment. Look at him go. He's had a great string of results. That team is in really good form at the moment and impressing a lot of guys in the NRUK Cup Series garage. 5 to go then. Caution comes out now. The race will be over, and the first driver to make it back to the flag will be a winner. Can Rutkowski catch his teammate and potentially set up a grandstand finish at Texas? But it's been all Nathan Stapleton since about lap 18. Can the 42 hold on for just a couple more laps? Rutkowski is going to try and catch him. William Seaman and Evan Hunter, the two Joe Gibbs cars behind them. Hunter's going to get a really good finish here today, and that's certainly going to help him probably keep his points lead. I can't see the points lead changing from the 11's hands this time. 3 to go. Rutkowski's just not catching him enough. Anytime he is taking out the 42, it's very, very minimal. And it's not going to be enough to catch the Stapleton at this point. Nathan will have to make a big mistake to allow his teammate into the frame of this one. Currently, Chip Ganassi Racing set for a 1-2 finish. 2 to go at Texas. Stapleton first, Rutkowski in second. What a result this will be for the team owner if it remains as it is right now, having both of his cars finish in positions 1 and 2. For the penultimate time of 4, Rutkowski got a bare exit that time. He will be there. Joe is not out of this yet. White flag for the two Chip Ganassi Racing cars. Nathan Stapleton is your leader. Rutkowski has really closed the gap, trying to deny his teammate a first ever career victory. What a cruel way it would be if he would steal it from him. But it will not be enough. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The Clover car is out in front, and the wait is over for Nathan Stapleton. He can finally call himself an NRUK Cup Series winner. Staple has done it at Texas. Great victory. Congratulations to the 42 team and Chip Ganassi Racing with a 1-2 finish. Yes, Staple, you are a winner. Celebrate, my man. He has finally done it. Such a long wait for him. You know, after a Final Four appearance last year, he really hadn't got off to this season in the best, fashion possible. But that all changes today with a great victory. Second place for Joe Rutkowski in the end. Roman Fenway gets third. Fourth for Evan Hunter. That will help keep the 11 as points lead. Zidell in fifth. Justin Zidell. Give a round of applause to him, earning his second top 5 finish of the season. William Seaman finishes in sixth. Seventh for Cody Smart. 8th for Nottingham Scott. 9th for Ollie Spurlitube. And Jeff Bright rounds out the top 10. See the full standings here. Max Rossi in 11th. Not the greatest day for him. Dupain and Saito and Collins continue their good form. Go for the rest of the field here. Noah Clifton, P23 on Cup Series debut. Nice job from him. Go for the rest of the field here. Trey Bartley, that's going to hurt him. Same with Felix Janssen. These two guys were inside the top 10 in points. Probably won't be the case now. Riley Snell with another horrible run. Same for Logan Williams. Finally made a race. Didn't do a great job though this time. Alex Fletcher's season is just going from worse to worse. That is the finishing results and order from Texas. Stapleton is the winner. Points will be in the Discord. And see you guys tomorrow for the race at Rockingham, UK. Thank you guys all so much for watching on the NRUK Racing League again. Your support is very much appreciated. See you guys soon.